We're back for another success story feature. Each month, we introduce to you a small business owner who is finding success through the effective use of marketing and advertising. I hope their success motivates you to continue to fight for your dream. How has the marketing firepower information helped your company?
I hate to think where my company would be today. Maybe it wouldn't even be in existence if I hadn't used the marketing firepower concepts. With those concepts, we've come a very long ways from where we first started.
When your company started, how did you attract customers?
Well, I'd say that from the start of my business in the early 70s until the early 90s, we really did no marketing. We depended on our growth to be based upon referrals, our happy customers telling their friends about us, and then just basically hoping our phone would ring.
How has that changed?
When I began the concepts that Marketing Firepower presented to me back in the early 90s, we took a whole different approach. And at that point, we came out and said, okay, we really have to make a concerted effort to let our customers and the people of Lincoln know what we do and how we do it. And as time has gone on between the early 90s and now 2008, at the end of this year, we've seen steady growth year after year, and in some of those years, fantastic growth like we've seen in this past year.
How was last year?
In spite of the fact that we've had more rain than normal, we've had cooler temperatures, a housing market that's been horrendous, virtually no new home starts here in the city, and an economy that's been going downhill rather rapidly. So in spite of all those negatives, our business has grown, and it's because of the concepts that we've adapted through Marketing Firepower that we've seen this growth be possible.
What are your plans for the future?
Now that we're at the end of this year, we're looking ahead towards next year and trying to put together a strategy that's going to work for us. We think that based on our results from the previous year, there's no reason why we wouldn't continue using the Marketing Firepower concepts. In fact, we really want to pick it up to the next level and increase that marketing, because we know that most of our competition is probably going to ratchet back just a bit. Their marketing presence isn't going to be as great as it was. They're looking doom and gloom, and I'm not so sure a few of them aren't just going to fall by the wayside as a result, because that'll leave more people needing our services. We're going to increase our marketing in order to get a bigger share of the market that's out there.
How do you plan your advertising?
We like to sit down at the end of each year and re-examine our value story, looking at those things that we do differently than our competition that really sets us apart from the average contractor that's out there doing the same type of work that we do. By looking at that value story, we can add to the marketing program that we already have and let people know what really are the key reasons why they should consider using us as their contractor. I think it's important that your employees know about your marketing program, because they can join in on the excitement of that program as well as you can as an owner. It gives them the opportunity to feel a sense of pride when they tell people, well, I work for Judson Irrigation, for example, rather than say, oh, I work for a company that they know that nobody's ever heard of before. I think that's a real plus.
What do you feel is the key to growth?
I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned through Marketing Firepower is that there's a great need for anyone or any company to become innovative and creative. It's really those things that a customer is looking for when they're making a purchase. And the more innovative and creative we can become, the bigger the market share that we will be able to gather.
What role does price play in your advertising?
We've never been the lowest price in town, but in spite of that fact, we install more systems and we service more systems than any of our competition does. That proves to me that people are looking for a lot more than the low price. By developing our value story and being innovative and creative, we've provided things that the customer's really looking for, and we are also able to charge for those things at a reasonable level, and that's what we do.
What is the biggest impact Marketing Firepower has had on your company?
I think the biggest impact that Marketing Firepower has had on us is it's really paved a roadmap for us, a direction in which we want to head, and we're going to head and continue to head as we move into the upcoming season. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to find a time when I think because of the economy, most people are going to be winding down and retrenching a bit. We're going to go full speed ahead with increased marketing and increased innovation to take our business to the next level.
How does your success compare on a national scale?
I had a fellow come into our office here and indicate to us that out of 40,000 contractors that do the same kind of work we do in this country, we are in the top 200. Now, this fellow has worked for a leading national manufacturer of sprinkler products that we install and also done a lot of work in the marketing area. This came as quite a surprise to me that we were at that level. But through the concepts that we've applied to marketing firepower, that's what's made it all possible.
Would you recommend marketing firepower to others?
My advice to any business owner is to take a look at the concepts in marketing firepower. They can only grow your business. And if that's what you're looking for, and I'm assuming most businesses are, everybody asks, how can I get more customers? How can I increase my revenues? And so I know businesses are looking for this help, and it's there for you in marketing firepower.